I actually wanted to show you something.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I know,
boy.
because I didn't tell you I was going to do this.
Okay.
When you come in, first day that you come into treatment, we take your picture.
Oh, baby.
Thank you for joining us at La Ventana's Beyond the Window podcast. My name is Jennifer Enriquez. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and clinical director here at La Ventana. And I have my amazing guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am really happy to be here.
Yes.
Karen Cormier. And what else would you like me to introduce myself as?
Yeah, part of it is what do you do and why did we ask you specifically to come here today?
Okay. Well, my name's Karen Cormier. I am a franchise owner of Team Referral Network. I help entrepreneurs grow their business through the power of relationships. And I'm also an essential oil junkie. So I use doTERRA. I've got about 6 layers on right now of different things.
It smells amazing in
Thank
this room.
you. I bet it does.
Yes.
And yeah, people know me a certain way, and I've shared things before.
Yeah.
I was inpatient at La Ventana, and I believe it was 2022. And I love giving back to you guys because I was lost. I was in a really bad place, burnout, grief. My life just really hit the bottom. And I just feel it's really important to put out there my story, not every detail of it, but my story, because I don't want people to feel alone. When you're struggling, and so many people are, you either know about it or you hear about it, but there's a lot of people struggling. And my goal is, I have no shame about talking about it. Mental health is everything, because without it, you have not any ability to function personally, professionally at all. Yeah. So my hope is that somebody sees this and maybe goes, I didn't know that happened to Karen.
Sure.
And it did. And to reach out to me, and because I know how to help and the resources where to send people for help. And I just don't want anybody to ever feel alone, because I'm lucky I wasn't alone. And I've never been alone. I've got a wonderful partner, but not everybody has that, but people aren't alone. And when you're in a bad place, you feel so lost.
Yeah. And that's why we started this podcast, right? Is to really take the first podcast we ever did was me and Bryce talking about shame.
Bryce,
we love you, Bryce.
We love you, Bryce.
Shout out, Bryce.
Love you. Thank you.
So, we talked about shame, and we talked about the stigma of mental health, right? And it can be so isolating. So the more we talk about it, and the more we're getting people just hearing stories, you know, and relating with it, and it creates less of that isolation. At least I can connect virtually, and my story is reflected in somebody else's story to some degree, and I know that there's help out there. That's the whole idea of this, is to get it out there on multiple platforms, so that
I'm sure glad you guys are doing it. I think I reached out to you and just said, sign me up.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Because as you know, I'm so grateful for La Ventana. I can't even explain it. And so giving back to you guys and being a part of this is very exciting for me too.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It was so, it's interesting I remember when Bryce was at the house, and we were talking about, when someone goes through treatment, it's about 4 weeks in residential. And there's
33 days.
Or 33 days, yeah,
Who's
round
counting?
up. So we look at sort of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And everyone's going to be individual, but you had almost the perfect goal of where someone comes in so lost. I know you've used the word catatonic, right? For the first week. And then week 2, there was this little shift, right? And started to kind of almost these seeds were starting to plant. And then by week 3, I remember that's when we started doing the loops around the backyard. And
I was walking. Oh,
we were walking, and we were walking.
We were walking all the time.
And we're doing good therapy in individual and couples work with your husband. And by week 4, I think we saw more of the version of you today. There was smiles, there was energy, there was light, there was motivation. That life came into you. And I remember it was probably in a supervision with Bryce of saying, what a gift for you, but for us too, to witness it felt like death to life in 4 weeks.
100%.
Yeah. And
death to life.
And you just showed up and did this really hard work and had these really hard conversations about a lot of things. And so, and what I like about what we'll get into later is it doesn't just go like, okay, I did 4 weeks in residential, I checked the box and I'm good.
Oh no.
We're now 4 years out.
We're not done.
4 years out, we're still doing the work.
100%.
And how is it showing up now? And how am I like relying on the tools that I learned? And
oh, Jennifer, you've just opened up like such a box there. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah, walking in like when my husband realized that he couldn't help me anymore, and we found La Ventana, I was not functioning at all. I had to step out of everything. I don't even remember everything about being there, which I think is normal.
Totally.
But I just, the terms, I was watching people that, I was with a lot of young girls too, so I felt like a mama. But one of the things I had to stop doing, it was take care of myself and not try to help the girls, because I wanted to, but I was not able to. But that would have been normal Karen.
Sure.
Oh, these poor girls, they just need blah, blah. Yeah. So I had to focus on my own stuff. I had to sit in it. I had to look at just old patterns. I mean, this was a series of things that brought me to you guys. I mean, it wasn't like one event.
Right.
And it usually probably isn't for people, I'm guessing. But it was rock bottom and that one step below, Yeah. We talk about, I'd never even heard of the word suicidal ideation. And when I had to write that down, I was like, I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything that I was going to actually do that, but I honestly was done. Yeah. Whatever that means. I was done, but not done enough to do anything. But that's an important message right there. Just not wanting to be here anymore. Yeah. It was just too much. I'd lost too much. Too many things happened and broke back. And I really had no clue how I was going to get through there. Now, you wouldn't know this, but I mean, there were times where I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, I don't want to, somewhere in there, it was like, I could walk out, but all I could think about, and then what?
Sure.
That little voice in my head was, you got to stay. The work is hard because you are looking under layers and layers. I mean, I'm older. I mean, it can happen at any age, but I have a lot of life behind me and built my mechanisms and how I did my world. And not all of them were healthy, So I had to unlearn things. I had to tear some layers away, lots of them. I mean, it's not a vacation in there.
And if you're doing it right, it should feel like that, right?
It was
this discomfort.
Oh my gosh!
Because I'm not doing it in my old coping mechanisms. No. I don't have the comforts of certain things.
No.
And I always say this: our brain, if you make it real, real simple, does one of two things: seeks pleasure, avoids pain. Therapy goes, let's sit in the pain. Let's get some distress tolerance around this pain when my whole system wants to run out that door and avoid. And I love that you told yourself, and then what? Okay, so I avoid the pain. It's still out there. I didn't get any of my grief process yet. I'm not there just yet, right?
I had to learn when you guys would say things like, just even coping skills. Sure. What the heck is coping skill? It was like learning a new language because you do your life. I've had therapy in my life. I've had bad situations. I had a terrible postpartum. So this is not like my first rodeo. It was just kind of like the big ta-da. But coping skills, all the work that you have to do and learn so you're not running on the anxiety that I had been doing all my life. Right. There was no coping skills. Do more work. Push yourself. Avoid.
Right. That's how I was managing.
I was managing by keeping busy, keeping busy. That's how I did it my whole life until I couldn't do it anymore. Right. And that's what happened. Yeah. Long story, that's what it is.
For sure. So one of the topics that I wanted to talk about was grief. And I think when we typically think about grief, we think about death, which can be common, but there's so many different layers to grief, and there's disenfranchised grief. It could be loss of identity. It could be loss of, like who I was and who I am, and I can't do this anymore. It could be, there's all these different types. And so for you, when you came in, I know there was this grief. There still is grief present. And so how did you, what was some of the things that brought you into La Ventana as far as grief? And then what are you still, or how are you still managing it today?
Timely, my dear. Again, it wasn't one thing. I lost my dad in 2019. Was managing, taking care of my mom. Had to get the house sold and get my mom into assisted living, and take care of her there. My husband lost his brother and his dad. Pandemic. Lost my mom. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And managing a business, for me, I got to say, I was able to work through, grieve during the pandemic because I could get on a Zoom meeting and keep it together and do my thing and then turn off that meeting and not be okay.
It's all part of it.
But it's, that's how that was. Grief is messy. And I shared with you a little bit earlier, I'm going to tell you, it was my dad's birthday yesterday. And that just, I've been calling it the gift that keeps on giving. I have certain months that are just, I get triggered. My dad died in 2019, the month I was turning 60 at the end of the month. And it was, we got to celebrate. And I was broken. My dad was my bestie, right? So I have this thing about my birthday month. And then we've got the birthdays. My dad's birthday was yesterday. My mom's birthday was March 1st. My mom died the day after Mother's Day. So I've had this thing, but somebody very wise I was talking to yesterday, and she said, instead of feeling so sad, you got to feel your feels. I needed to cry yesterday, and I did, okay? But something switched just yesterday where it's like, they're not coming back. They're not here anymore. These days, there's always going to be an October. There's always going to be a March. There's always going to be a July and a Mother's Day. Celebrate how lucky you were to have them. And my mood just went boop. Yeah. So I'm coming here with that feeling because this is the day after. So I went through a thing yesterday, but I've learned on Dad's birthday, get that carrot cake and know he's not sitting across from me, but just do something wonderful. Go have some carrot cake and smile instead of feeling that loss.
Yeah.
You know?
It's holding two truths at the same time.
Yes.
I'm in so much pain, and I can also celebrate what the time that I did have with him. So it's complex to hold both.
I know grief is, I know so many people out there that are struggling. The truth is we're all going to lose people. That's black and white. It's going to happen. We're going to die someday, right? And, I just hear my dad's voice. He'd be, live, Dolly. We have to live. We have to live. And grief is not a one and done. People deal with it differently. Feel it, but honor that. And there is no timeline. I've got a couple friends that have recently lost husbands and children. They have to do what they have to do. Yeah. And they don't need people telling them how to do it. You've got to do you, and for some people, they're going to it's going to be different for everybody, what it comes down to. Totally. Just honor what people are going through. You can't, you could say, I'm sorry. People get clumsy. They don't know what to say. But when it comes to grief, I just send hearts. I love you. I'm thinking about you. Yeah. I'm here if you need me, and that's all. That's important.
For sure.
Again, people need to know they're not alone.
Yeah. I heard this thing recently with grief of, or if someone's just struggling with someone, we'll always send the text and we really mean it. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know what you need, right? But if I'm dealing with postpartum, if I'm dealing with the loss of someone really important to me, I can't take on what feels like a task, right? To where now I have to reach out to my friend Karen or whoever it may be and go, hey, can you come over and do my laundry? So I've switched this thing of like, if someone in my life is struggling, I'm just showing up. I'm going to make the food. I'm doing your laundry. I'm clean. I'm doing the thing so that I actually take a task away because I do mean it. I think we do mean that. But now I'm not tasking you with something of, hey, reach out because you're going through it. We can't think through it when we're in the trenches.
Right.
I'm going to show up. I'm going to wash your hair if you can't. I'm going to, do the thing. And so just kind of like maybe that can encourage someone here of like, if your loved one is struggling, just show up.
Just show up. That reminder, like, hey, I like
or
that.
just be there in the silence as you cry, and just you have to. There's that quote, I forgot who it's by, but it's joy shared is joy doubled, and pain shared is pain halved. Right, so I can just be there with you and hold it with you, because I think it can be really isolative with whatever we're going through, whether it's grief, whether it's depression, trauma, anxiety, and the stigma that we have on things. Our circle starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until we go like, I can't function like this anymore. I need to do something different. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then like the other thing with grief too, I love that you said like everyone's got to do it their own way.
Yes.
And we think of, grief of the 5 stages, right? And we get to this end of acceptance, right? And people think like, okay, I'm going to go through stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then it's all wrapped up and done.
We're good. And when we look at grief, they're not stages, they're feelings. Yeah. Feelings are going to come and go. I'm going to have denial one day. I'm going to have anger the next day. I'm going to have acceptance the next day. And then I'm going to be back to sad because it's the anniversary now, right? And so when we kind of simplify it with that of like, I'm gonna have feelings on the birthdays, and it could be joy and pain.
I love that, because I tend to be that black and white. I've had to work really hard, like gray. It doesn't have to be this way. I can cry, and God, hey, Daddy, let's eat some carrot. So just holding them both. I don't have to celebrate it. I can feel the feels and celebrate it. So thank you for actually reframing that.
Totally.
Thank you.
Look at you using reframe words. I love that. I love it. The other thing I wanted to talk about with you was not just like navigating our own grief, but burnout and kind of what brought you to that stage. And it could be what were some of your first signs of burnout? Because I know for me, it's my creativity goes out the window. I love to be creative, whether it's with groups or clients or assignments or whatever.
Right.
And when I notice, I'm just kind of like, I'm not doing anything passionate in my own individual life. I'm not bringing it into work. I'm just kind of doing the basics. I'm like, I need to start pouring into myself a little bit more. That's my first sign.
Okay.
Not exhaustion yet, but it's creativity. And so for you, at what point was it sort of this light bulb moment? Was when you look back, like what were your signs of burnout?
Oh, looking back? Well, first of all, what it just made me think of La Ventana, because one of the things that, other than putting holes, like walking a path and leaving
the track in the backyard.
The track I walk all the time. It just helped me.
Yeah.
I loved. I don't even know what you call it, the drawing that we did. Like you had those the coloring books.
Mandalas.
The mandalas. I loved sitting there because it just gave me something to do, and it was colorful, and I also like the squishy things,
like the fidgets.
Fidgets. I still like those things. There's just fun stuff to. At the time, it doesn't feel fun. It's just very helpful, right? Okay, so looking back, burnout. So as I mentioned, I am an entrepreneur, and I am, again, very driven, and I've always pushed myself harder. I've always been hard on myself. It's like, keep going, beast mode. You've got this. You've got things to do. I used to just run myself ragged and just keep going. So looking back, again, it was just the perfect storm of things. It's like, the entrepreneur stuff has always been, so I had that plus add the other stuff. It's about, I stopped being able to just function in my business and like get on an email, like being able to just get on my computer. I couldn't, like the phone, it was like everything was just too much. I couldn't physically do it. And that just started the cycle. Then, you slip into the depression, the anxiety, the depression, and then you're in bed. It was about just taking all of that away. That was very difficult because still in my lostness, I have people, I've got to take care of everybody and blah, blah, blah. And I still do what I do. Yeah. I had to kind of, not everybody, Karen was away, but, and some people are going to see this and they're going to go, oh, wow. But I couldn't do anything at that point other than take care of myself, because if we don't take care of ourselves, I don't know if I hadn't had Nick, if he hadn't got me to you guys, what would have happened? I mean, wasn't functioning. Yeah. So I've learned boundaries. That's a huge thing. I mean, there's so many layers to, what's happened, and it's like a 5-year cycle of things that went on. Again, it's like I take my business very seriously. I take my members very seriously. I want to help everybody. Karen is mama bear, not always a good thing. I've learned I can still do what I do. I don't do things the way I used to do.
In what way? Like what's
changed?
changed?
Gosh. Okay. So in the old days, there'd be times that I'd be in my car, like daily, like from where I live in Thousand Oaks down to Burbank. I'd be in Ventura, Santa Clarita, and I was constantly on the go because, when you have your own business, you're learning how to do things and whatnot. So I just thought I had to be on, and I don't regret any of it because I love what I do and I love my people and all that good stuff. But, so it was always yes. And, I'm trying to, I've got a lot of people and I just want to, I want them to succeed. And, I'm just that rah-rah. I'm a connector. I'm very passionate about people and who they are, what they are. I want to know everybody. It's like, I didn't go to school for this. I just have, I used to do restaurant work, hotel work, all that hospitality stuff. Yeah. So like people are my secret sauce. It's not like, what can I get from this person? It's like, who are you? Like, tell me about yourself. I'm honestly interested. Yeah. So I guess if we were to jump forward to where I'm at now, I've gotten into this very creative piece of life. And it's like, I'm really got into like the marketing and whatnot. So my role is still the same. I still do what I do, but I'm marketing. I'm going to like mixers. I'm going to the groups' events. I still visit the groups, but I'm more about, marketing and putting people where they need to be and like showcasing the different groups and who they are and what they're doing. So I find even though people think I'm always out, I'm not always out because I've learned I've had to recharge. I can't, it's like they see, because somebody said today, I was telling them I was going to like no peopling this weekend. Yes. They said, Karen, I thought, you're always out. You're always, and I am and I'm not. But I really want to go to places and I put myself in places to just where I need to be.
Before we continue, I want to take a moment to speak to anyone who may be struggling. If you or someone you love is dealing with mental health challenges, trauma, or substance use, please know that you do not have to figure it out alone. At Ventana Treatment Programs, we provide personalized, compassionate care that treats the whole person, not just the symptoms. Through individual therapy, group support, family involvement, and structured levels of care, our team helps people take the next step towards healing. Visit laventanatreatment.com or call us today. We're here to help. Now back to the conversation.
I don't need to be in every single meeting. And I used to think I needed to be. And I'm more efficient for my members. What I'm doing now is like letting people be the presidents and the vice presidents and running the meetings. And I'm there to support, but I'm there to promote everybody and connect them and send people to meetings. I don't know. It's my husband's like, wow, because the thing was, got to move. I always had that foot going and I always had to go. I've learned that if I don't recharge my battery, I get in trouble. And I watch myself. I check myself. It's like, I don't like the way I'm feeling. Like, this has been a busy week. Not going to lie. I had a lot of fun this week, but after this, later, I'm going to the beach.
Your happy place.
Going to my happy place with my hubby.
I love it.
And I need to not people this weekend. And that's okay. And I always tell my husband, you're not people.
You're the exception. I love that.
So yeah, it's just about the balance and have to turn my phone off. I never did that before because again, I want to take care of everything like yesterday, get it done. But if I'm more task oriented, like let me get this done and then I'll turn my phone on because I will grab every phone call. I will return every email if I don't have it turned off. So
I love that you've changed that relationship with it too.
I had to.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm a work in process like everybody else. I do too much sometimes. I feel it, or my husband will say, you plan on taking a break? So, but I catch myself and I don't go down that rabbit hole of getting myself mentally in trouble. Because I love everything I do, but if I'm not okay, I can't do any of it. And my mental health comes before anything.
So good.
Before anything. Because if I'm not okay, nothing's okay. Yeah. And I never want to be in that place again. Ever.
And that's maintenance, right? I
It's
think we think of healing as like I get to this magical place of stability and then that's it. And it's like, no, I've got to maintain that.
got to remind yourself there is no there. I love my dad I used to say to my dad, like, how do you know when he would say there's no there? Because I always thought I would at some point in my life I would get whatever there is. There's no there. And I'm perfectly imperfect. I love that expression. I'm a work in process and I make mistakes. I say stupid things. I'm a human being, but I love perfectly imperfect because we're all works in process. I don't know what they call it, but the vase with the gold. What is that?
Yes,
I love
where they
that.
break it and then they put it together with gold and it strengthens it. Yeah.
I love that. And I feel like the Phoenix. I almost got that tattoo. Haven't decided if I'm still going to do that, but I was in the fire. Yeah. I burned. I came up, and it's just like resilience. I love that you guys use that word a lot. I just really, I'm proud of myself.
It should be. It should be.
Shameless.
It's not
It's a lot of
easy.
work. No.
And it never, maybe it's easier now than it was, 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still work. It's still continuing to show up and to share and to, be unapologetically yourself. And here's my story.
Yeah.
Because when I open my mouth, I'm going to help somebody else. And that's what I love about you. Yeah.
Yes. I really... And age is an interesting thing. I cannot believe it. I know nobody out there is good, but I'm going to be 67 in October.
You look amazing.
And it's really kind of crazy, but also I don't know if it's an age thing or the work or probably a combination. It's like you finally just accept not everybody's going to like us.
Sure.
We're going to trigger people. We're going to get triggered. But to me, it's always a mirror. Like if somebody triggers me, it's like, whoa, what do I need to learn here? There's something I need to.
Underneath that?
What is that? Like, why did that go? Whoa.
Totally.
Right? We're here. We're mirrors, man. And it's like if something happens, it's. A lot of people are projecting all the time. That person, and they do all that. No, what do I need to learn? Why did I react that way? And not everybody is willing to do that.
Nope. And it's easy, right, to go, well, it's them and it's this, right? When it's, okay, like how I always explain it is being in the eye of the storm. The eye of the storm is calm. I'm responsible for my calm no matter what my storm is, because sometimes I can't change what the storm is right now. And so I can't be like, well, it's the storm's fault. How does that change my situation though? Right. I'm still distressed versus like, okay, I've got to look at like my stuff within this system and within this dynamic of whatever's happening. Yeah.
I like that.
It's a good one.
I like that. Yeah.
It's a good
because that sounded so funny. It's like, storm, it's all your fault.
Go
it's
that
like,
way. Yeah.
What?
For sure. I actually wanted to show you something.
Oh boy.
I know, because I didn't tell you I was going to do this.
Okay.
When you come in, because this is the part kind of getting into healing, the first day that you come into treatment, we take your picture.
Oh boy.
And so
You're
I
gonna
want
show it
to
me?
show you. I'm not going to show the cameras.
Okay.
You can
Thank
have
you.
it. But I want to show you a picture of you on day one.
I'm so scared.
Sure. And I want you to kind of share what you remember feeling in that moment. And then what are 3 words you would describe Karen pre-treatment? Okay. So here's...
This is going to be hard. And I feel the emotions because I just had no choice.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh my gosh. Poor Karen. It's going to be okay. Here we are, but this is a picture, man. Lost. Hopeless, sad, scared. What's happening to me? I'm so proud of myself. I did not think I'd be here today.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had no idea what I was doing. I came there because there was nothing else, but that's what I see. I had been in bed. I looked. I'm processing right now. This is a lot.
See it.
It's gonna be okay, baby. You have no idea what's ahead, but right now, man. Oh, people out there. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, if y'all saw that.
Yeah. Afterwards, I'll show you your next picture, because the next picture was quite literally you in this rainbow tie-dyed shirt.
I made that shirt. That was so much fun.
You did?
Okay, so we're doing a little readjust. That was a lot to see that picture. Wow. Okay.
Because it feels like kind of like what we're talking about, of like this lost to found peace. That was lost in physical form when I saw that picture. Absolutely. Wow.
I could have totally lost it just now, but I had to just really feel that person and looking in that mirror and going, if she could have seen this. The tie-dye shift.
Well, for a moment, go back there, because I loved when you saw the photo, your first word was, "Oh, baby." You're so tender with that version coming in. Because I think we're hard on ourselves with the stigma of it. And you were just so tender. And then ended it with like, if you only knew where life could be.
I couldn't see any further than that picture. Yeah. And here we are, 2026. That's in the rearview mirror. That's why I do and will continue to do this. But La Ventana is amazing. If you saw that picture, you wouldn't. I mean, that's insane.
But it might be someone looking in the mirror right now and seeing that same piece of just lost, right? Lost within, I don't know myself. I've lost who I am, lost what, you can see it in your face and your eyes. And so someone can look in the mirror and go,
oh my gosh,
and believe I'm too far gone.
Wow. Excuse me while I hug myself.
Yes,
oh
please.
My gosh. You do hard stuff, girl.
Yes.
You did so much. That was hard. That was hard work to get from that to here.
Really? I think we kept saying in the first couple of days, it's left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Like that's all we can do is just keep trying to put my foot in front of the other.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Oh my goodness. Okay, tie-dye shirt.
So then the second picture,
so as things
tie-dye shirt, giant smile. And I was like, again, in 4 weeks, it's just
oh
incredible
my
the work
gosh.
you did.
Okay, so I think it was a really hot day. And I love tie-dye. Anybody that knows me, I'm a hippie. Down to earth hippie girl. We made tie-dye shirts.
Yeah.
And I always had this thing, I don't know how to do this. It's gonna, all the noise, whatever. Now, that's another thing that's changed. It's like, I do things, who cares what it looks like, right? Mm-hmm. So we had these colors and we had these rubber bands and I made a tie-dye shirt and I still have it and it's faded. I have my tie-dye shirt. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm. And it's so representative of you, just like
Oh
sunshine.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
Okay.
So
My goodness. We went from the picture to the tie-dye
to
shirt.
the tie-dye, because then my next question is, what would be 3 words you would choose to describe Karen today? If you could only pick 3, you can go more.
I'm going to say it. Resilient AF.
I love it.
Blissfully happy.
Wow.
Just 3? People know me that I talk too much. Blissfully happy. Proud of myself. And I'm really feeling that today, being here, talking about this. Really proud of myself. Perfectly imperfect. Yes. Badass, leader. I will, open book. No shame in my game. Grateful. Really grateful. Yeah. You said 3. There's no way. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't follow rules.
Okay. And then one of the last questions, like a few more.
Okay. Any more surprises?
No more surprises.
I did not sign up for that.
No. So thank you for going there.
That's okay.
I appreciate it.
That's okay. It's all raw.
What were some of the most profound moments that helped influence your healing, in treatment or out?
Okay. This is in my head because I do have things that really helped. Ice cubes. Yes. I loved, because when you're in treatment and you're, getting all the things out, the anger, this grief, like all the things. When we got to throw those giant ice cubes at the fence, it was like, it felt so good. Somebody in my house broke, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
I think
broke
everybody
the fence.
Broke the fence. Yeah. Oops. She was angry. But I loved throwing ice. Just the breaking and the tossing. And I still talk about, I'm not in that place anymore, but still, we have stuff inside. Totally. Have you gone to a rage room? I want to go to a place and break things. Yes. Let's do it.
I'm down.
I want to but in a different way, but just breaking plates.
Can we record there, Patrick, at a rage room? Awesome.
We're okay. It's on rage room. I know people that want to do it. No, I'm down. So that. What else did I love doing? That's where I really. Okay, so thought of something else. Something that I was doing in there, and I still use these tools because there's sound baths. Oh, yeah. I used to get on there was, I don't remember the names of the places. There was some room that we had the TV and we could just.
Oh, like Zen Den?
Zen Den. Zen Den. So go in there and there was, I just started regulating myself. I always had remember me, my bag and all my stuff? Oh, yeah. Anyway, the sound bath guy that was on one of the stations. And when I got out, that was one of the things that I really incorporated in my life. Sound bath, there's something about that. So this is my recommendation. I know some good sound healers. For me, just for people that are in their head or whatnot, I just drop down into this place of such peace. So that's a tool, big tool. Sound baths are amazing. I mean, I go into just a really nice space, so sound baths are very. What What else? And you said during and after?
Sure.
Ask that question again.
Yeah, it was like as you're in your healing journey, what were some of the most profound moments that helped influence your healing?
That walking. I mean, I know that was my thing. Where I was, there was a backyard, a beautiful backyard with the waterfall and all this stuff. And I just needed to get out that, I needed to move. And, some days it was at a snail's pace, some days it was fast. And I just went all around the yard, like a lot.
Yeah.
So just being out there, I love the evening walks. What else? I mean, now for me, it's just turning off notifications. It is saying no peopling and I don't feel bad about it. It's funny how when you first start saying no, when you first start really figuring out what your boundaries are and the whys and why you do them, it feels a little weird at first, and it's still once in a while, but I'm not, I could be out every day and night. I'm not interested in that. I love everybody. I love being with people, but I'm that person that goes all in with my energy and I get drained. So I have to protect that. So nature, being outside, the beach, where I'm going today is a happy place. Music, being with my husband, my wonderful Nick. He's very calming and peaceful. And I'm just at a state of being very grateful for all of it. And that's just a very general statement, but I'm grateful for all these journey that got me to today. And it feels good to be happy.
It sounds like it. Like you're in a really good place.
Yeah.
Let's say and.
Yes.
It sounds like when there are moments, because life is going to
Life is
show up,
lifing all the time.
no matter who we are.
Yes.
You are able to kind of recognize it and course correct, or
I like that, course correct.
allow someone to say, "Hey, I'm kind of seeing something."
Yeah.
Right, and allowing that perspective in a little bit, because it's hard if we can't catch something or we're having a hard day, and someone says, "Hey, what's
I'm fine."
Here? Yes, right.
Right. Oh, sorry. Guess not.
Right.
Oops.
Yeah. And so I think that's really important for our healing too, is that we need to have that self-awareness.
Yeah.
And also know that maybe we don't see it all.
Yeah.
And allow somebody else to say, hey, with all the love, I'm kind of seeing something. I'm kind of concerned here.
That's something that'd be important to talk this subject, because we don't always know. I mean, not everyone's on their own journey and their own pace and whatnot. So they may not have that person, or they may not have recognized that. But everybody should have a safe person. Yeah. Whoever that is for them. Hey, if you notice any, just somebody that can not call them out, but just, hey, a check-in, like, are you okay? You seem a little off. I just wanted to do a friend check. And I do that a lot. I'll just text somebody. I'll see something on social media, or I've heard something. It's like, friend check, everything okay? That little thing can change a lot for somebody. So self-awareness is important.
For sure.
And having somebody, partner, spouse, friend, whatever, important to have somebody to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have had quite a journey. And I just appreciate you for being loud and proud about it, and not being ashamed to share your story, because that's going to influence. I have no doubt that when someone hears this, it's going to create not only someone feeling seen, but that they can then share their story. Yeah. Maybe a seed of hope got planted through this, because, kind of how we've talked about this is kind of going from that lost to found place, right? That if Karen can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
Right? Right?
Karen? Yeah. Miss. Yeah.
Yep.
I want people to know they're not alone. That is so important. And importantly, that there are places like La Ventana that are there for that.
Absolutely.
Mental health, if you have a mental health issue, you've got the substance stuff, and then you've got, do you have both? Are you
cool.
gonna? What do you
I'll
have?
plug La Ventana.
Okay,
say
plug
that.
because I don't know. Yeah,
No,
go for
we
it.
have. I mean, you can visit La Ventana's website, but we have detox
Okay.
all the way through residential and outpatient with chemical dependency. Into sober living, right? And so you're managing life of how do I, manage my recovery and meetings and groups and maybe a job and kind of start lifing, right? And then with mental health, we have the same thing. We have residential, 24-hour care into outpatient, which can also include transitional housing. So you don't have to go right back into life after 4 weeks, right? Or try to find out. I always joke and I'll call it like RTC part 2, right? Of like it's that middle zone to kind of land the plane a little bit more softly.
Yeah,
right?
you need that when you're. I mean, after I was there 33, 34 days, and then it was, which is first PHP, and then
IOP.
So it doesn't end at the residential that because you're still shaky. I mean, I remember thinking, how am I didn't think I was ever going to be able to work again. Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever be able to drive again. And I say this, and when I talk about this, I'm not coming from drama. I'm not like, I wasn't being like, oh my God. I literally didn't think I was going to be able to function again. I thought I'd have to go on disability and not be able to work because how am I going to be around people again? I was that like lost. I was like, how am I going to do it? So you can't go from, because I picked La Ventana and I live in Thousand Oaks, it was an easier, but people that come to you and then are in other states, they've got to do that transitional housing. Is that what it's called? And then go home. Yeah. I was very lucky to be here and have, you were at your other location on TO before, but it was necessary. And I remember, true story, I graduated and then I wasn't, maybe a month later, I was like, So I came back for a little bit, not to residential, but to the IOP. IOP.
Okay, yeah.
I need a little, and I love that you guys have the Saturday, what are you calling that? Alumni. I'm plugging too.
I love it.
I don't get paid for this.
But I think that's a good thing to know. But it's important to know like there's resources and there's support and it could be a refresher. I don't have to crash and burn to go, oop, I need a little bit more support and come back and
And I think I can still come if I wanted to on a Saturday. Okay, so once you've done this program, okay, I haven't come back to the Saturdays, but I get the emails all the time.
Yeah, because it's the idea of like,
I love it.
We don't just graduate and now we've got it. We still need that community. We need to still feel like we've got a home to come back to. And that center, no matter how long it's been, it'll be here. And
I'm still in touch with some of my little girls.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. All of it's good. You're put in a very difficult, because, you're with people that, all different stories, all different traumas, and you got your own stuff going on, but you're also hearing what other people have gone through too. And, there's a lot of brave people out there.
Very. Yeah. I am
So lucky.
so blessed to be able to have this conversation with you.
Same.
And thank you for being honoring of yourself and your story and influencing who knows how many people.
That's my dream. I want, if I say if one person sees this and gets the help that they need, that's everything. Yeah. You can have your life back. Yeah. Imagine that.
Which I can't even see. Maybe I'm sitting there on the other side of this podcast and I just cannot see it.
Yeah, I understand.
Just believe that you lived it, kind of, right?
Yeah, I saw that picture, Jen.
I'm just going to say you're welcome.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your
Oh
time,
my God.
Karen.
Anytime. Anytime.
Thank you for watching this episode, Beyond the Window with La Ventana's podcast. You can catch it on Spotify and YouTube. See you in the next episode.